we sing together out of key. Although we try, it seems we just can't find our harmony. We just don't fit each other's frequencies. That makes you out of reach, and I am finally accepting that about you and me. It's plain to see, we only ever wanna stay inside and watch TV, because that's just as good a memory. You're just good company, and I am finally accepting that. Remember the time when we stole the whole day, and nobody knows it, we took it away. And it will be forever mine, and it will be forever yours. Now we own the night and it can't be undone. We'll never forget how it feels to be young.
Hi everyone, I'm gonna do my April book haul, or at least continue on from the slide show I just showed you. Okay, first book off the rank. These are books that I'll be reviewing for either burnbright.com.au or the Tara Sharp website, which I'll put in the doobly-doo down the bottom. Okay, we have Serafina by Rachel Hartman, and it's kind of a pretty cover. I'm loving the dragon eye, and there's little embossed stars across there, and on the back we have a flute and some sheet music. Cool. And this is What Happy Looks Like by Jennifer E. Smith. This is a second in this particular author's lineup. The first book was called The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight. What a mouthful. This is actually quite a sweet book, and I think we need a little bit more sweetness in our YA, because everything's really doom and gloom at the moment, so it was nice to read something a little refreshing. Then we have Inferno by Sherilyn Kenyon. This is the fourth book in the series. First three are called Infinity, Invincible and Infamous. I don't know how Sherilyn Kenyon keeps her character straight, because this actually runs parallel to the Dark Hunter series, and I'm loving this little bit of embossing across here. Although it's not really raised embossing, it's more like the embossing fluid you use in scrapbooking. And then these next two I need to go to the library to get book one and get them read before I can actually review these ones. We have Witchfire by Laura Powell, and the first book in that one that I need to read first is called Burnmark. And then we have Killing Rachel by Anne Cassidy, and the book that I need to go and get and read before I can review this one is called Dead Time. Then I have a couple of books that I received in the mail today. I got Maze Burn Bright Book Club book, Crash by Lisa McMahon. I don't know whether you can see the effect, but it's almost like it's been lasered. It's not necessarily holographic, and it is not necessarily embossed. It's just such a really nice effect. The closest book I can think of is Chime, which I showed in a previous haul, and oh my gosh, I love this effect. It's not even really foiling, it's just something quite different, and the spine is quite special as well. Then from Pan Macmillan I got a copy of Wildlife by Fiona Wood. This book doesn't come out until June, so I have a little bit longer to read this one. Then I went to Supernova Gold Coast on the weekend, well, last weekend now. Maybe I'll put a tiny slideshow in. It will be forever mine, and it will be forever yours. Come on, darling, have some indecency. You know there's nothing you can. Then we have The Price of Fame by R.C. Daniels. This one came out last year, so 2012. I've been itching to get it and just never really got around to buying it online, so I saw that Rowena had a stall at Supernova, and so I jumped at the chance to get the copy and have it signed. And then Dimmicks also had a stall there at Supernova at the Gold Coast, and they had Carly Chan's latest book 2 weeks early. Oh my god! Now I should probably be reading this, but I'm one book behind, so I've got to catch up. This is called Dark Serpent, and it is the first book in the Celestial Battle series. So Kylie's books have generally been running in trilogies. but they all tie into one another, and it's such a lovely selection of books that she's written with characters and alternate realities and Chinese mythology. It's quite sweet. So I'm going to make that my last book for my April haul. Anything I get next week in April, I'll actually add them to my May haul. So I think I've probably added the most books I've ever added to a haul, including the slideshow you saw before. Now note, some of the books in the slideshow were actually purchased in December, but since I bought my tablet, which you would have seen in the tablet versus paperback video that I made, yeah, I'm now finally getting to read some of them. So those are the books that I'm putting in my April haul, and this massive stack of books that I have is what I'm trying to get through in the next couple of weeks. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me right now. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye. Slideshow. Continuation from the slideshow. Blah 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 blah.
Say the word